Need more energy. Hades owns all the wealth of the earth, and miners take it from him bit by bit. Back when I was alive, I vowed that once I got to the underworld, I would find Hades' treasure trove and take it all at once. I have been chasing word of the treasure for a millennium now, and I know a few things. The treasure is right there. The vault lies within. Can you imagine what treasure is locked inside? Hades is a clever god. He hides his greatest treasure in the middle of a city. He never comes to count it or even admire it. Yet, what would a locked vault contain but a treasure? Hades is as clever as they come. If there...
First the rumors, Charon is missing, the judges are not judging. Then these demons, not the old demons either, the guardians, but caravans of armed and unfriendly demons going... Where are they going? Shades were coming back from the tower, saying they had not been judged. Unheard of. But then, stranger still, one day the new shades stopped coming. Since the first human died, has such a thing been known? What happened to the time when we who were not so great and not so evil lived in dull, quiet peace, forgetting our miserable lives? Where are they going? Stay away, we whisper, and we've all seen someone get taken. But what's going on, no one really knows. Some say things aren't great in Elysium either. Some kind of an uprising. I can't imagine what. Others whisper that our lord Hades fought with our lady Persephone, and servants flee from their palace. What happened to the time when we who were not so great and not so evil...
This city was a peaceful place. Not too bad, but no paradise either. We who live here were not judged worthy of Elysium nor condemned to Tartarus. Now we have these shades running around with sword and shield to protect the weak, and others trying to attack us. I wish they'd all move along and leave us in peace. There are many rumors going about. The judges this, Persephone that. I am no rumor monger. You'll have to ask others. In life, I was just a servant. I served passably. I wish I had done something more. The good shades and the evil ones have always come through the city on their way to be judged. Now they stay. Have Tartarus and Elysium both filled? The good shades and the evil ones have always come.
Before the war of the Olympians and the Titans, Zeus quarreled with a Titan and in anger threw his thunderbolt so hard that the Titan was reduced to ash. Prometheus used the ashes to fashion the first humans. He put the few remaining ashes into a sacred urn, which now rests here in the underworld, watched over by a fearsome guardian. I am versed in the Eleusinian rites and could prepare the dust if I had it. Prepared, it would grant some of the power of the original Titan. True power comes not from ancient magics, but from force of will. Duty and honor are two pillars of this great force. They provide more power than any ash. A mortal should not be able to get near the urn, but you should not have survived this long, warrior. Perhaps you are one of the few heroes who could win the contents of the urn from its guardian. There is only one way to find out. We were all made from the essence of a Titan. When Zeus struck down the 100-handed one, only Prometheus had the foresight to see that the ashes of a Titan would contain some essence of godhood. At one point, Zeus grew angry with humankind and would have eradicated us from the face of the earth. But Prometheus intervened. Again, with forethought, he hid the last of the Titan ash here in the underworld. For if he failed, he could remake the race of man. Since no hero has ever touched the ash of a Titan, no one can say exactly what it will do to a living mortal. It is no wonder that a powerful daemon would stay close to the urn, and I am sure that it has absorbed some of the Titan's power. Be wary. Since no hero has ever touched the ash of a Titan, no...
We can... goodbye, living traveler.
How long has it been since I beheld my love, Orpheus? Well, I must remain forever here. He is banished from the Deadlands. Yet, if I had the mirror of Psyche, if such a thing exists, I could gaze upon his face. It is said the mirror lies within the Cave of Whispers. If you found it, would you bring it to me? I fear for Orpheus. Arata would not kill the greatest poet who ever lived, but she would punish him. It has been years in the mortal world since anyone has heard a song from Orpheus. Has she silenced him or something more horrible? I do not know, and only the mirror of Psyche can tell me the truth. I hear tales of Orpheus from all who pass me. Orpheus did more than any mortal could to bring me back from the sunless lands, yet it was not enough. He mourned his failure for years, writing songs that made the muses weep. Arato, the muse of love poetry, found him at the foot of Mount Helicon and tried to seduce him. His love for me was such that he spurned her. The mirror of Psyche would show me where he is, but only me. No man, not even Orpheus, can reject the advances of a muse without retribution. Since that day there has been no report of him. Yet he has not left the mortal coil, for his shade would surely fly to me the moment he passed. The mirror of Psyche would show me his fate. No man, not even Orpheus,
I have tried to go to the Elysian fields, and I cannot. No shade can go on, for judgment has been withheld, and with it reward. The gateway to evil is closed, but the price is the path of light. Only the 3 judges who pass sentence can open the fields of Elysium, and then only to those who are worthy. Perhaps no one should be judged. If the price is giving a paradise so that no shade lives in pain, I would gladly do that. I cannot be sure that I would be judged worthy of Elysium, so perhaps I am destined to stay here anyway. After all, how could I have done enough good in my life to warrant an eternity of pleasure. If it is Elysium you seek, you must find the three judges. They no longer judge shades, but there must be a good reason. If it is Elysium you seek, you must...
You, mortal. Some of us around here may not be heroes, but it takes more than heroes to win a war. We lay low and pop up where they least expect us, and when they start to fight back, we just fade away. There is a caravan not far from here, out on the salt flats. It is full of supplies for the Daemon army. If that caravan were to meet with an unfortunate accident, well, let's just say that it might set things back a bit on the front lines. So how about it, hero? Think you can handle a little sabotage? There is no way we could take them on in a fair fight, so we don't fight fair. Rumor has it their caravan is full of very important things. A strike or two in the right place is all it will take. The Daemons mostly ignore us, and that's the way we like it. Keep a low profile, keep an eye open, and cultivate friends in places you least expect. If you tell anyone you talk to me, be assured you will get a visit in the night. A most unpleasant visit. We take care of our own, and if you prove you aren't one of us, you'll find we can take care of you in a different way. So we were denied entrance to Elysium, so what? It doesn't mean we're craven. It just means we do things a different way. We know that these caravans have stopped for a while on the salt flats. They are at their most vulnerable. I can promise you that losing them will be a blow to the Daemon forces. You may assume they are pretty well guarded. So we were denied entrance to Elysium, so what?
I remember when the famed Odysseus, beloved of Athena, came among us. Loud blood still throbbing inside him. Are you such a one as he?
These eyes have seen through ages unnumbered the stream of fresh dead, memory clinging to them still, wend their way towards the tower of judgment and be judged. Now they do not go, they do not enter, none are judged. Eons and eons, the daemons of Hades have tended his sunless world. They have built, guarded, and punished. Never have they acted as they act now. Changes, new things. It is much like living. I do not like it. At a pit stood clever Odysseus, and he cut the throat of the ram so the blood flowed into a pit. Bright it was, and we thirsted. But he held us back with his blade, all but Tiresias, blind and far-seeing. Like Odysseus, your blood is loud, your eyes bright. So are great mortals unto shades. At a pit stood clever Odysseus, and he cut the throat of the ram so the blood flowed into a pit. Bright it was, and we thirsted. But he held us back with his blade, all but Tiresias, blind and far-seeing. These eyes have seen through ages unnumbered the stream of fresh dead, memory clinging to them still, wend their way towards the tower of judgment and be judged. Now they do not go, they do not enter, none are judged. Changes, new things. It is much like living. I do not like it. Eons and eons.
This place is called the City of Lost Souls. Each and every shade must pass this way on their journey to the Tower of Judgment. There they are judged. The wicked sent to Tartarus and the great to Elysium. All others return this way. Well, that is how things used to be. Of old, the daemon kind were guardians, wardens, torturers of the wicked. Now, they march, but we know not where. They ignore us, or if we get in the way, scoop us up and toss us into cages. How many eons I have dwelled in this city, I know not. Never have I seen such things as I have seen in these days. You'll see the camps out on the plain. Keep your distance. They won't be there long. They arrive and then soon pack up and are gone again. Always from the tower and towards the river Styx. Long ago I drank the waters of the Lethe, forgetting all I was in life. Tartarus is a filthy pit of darkness. The Elysian fields are said to be a place of sunlit peace, peopled by poets and heroes. But something has gone wrong in the tower, and the good and bad crowd our streets instead. You'll see the camps out on the plain. Keep your distance. They won't be there.
We tried to tell the living what was happening in the underworld. But the first place the demons captured was a necromantian. It is our oracle, our only way of communicating with our descendants. The demons muddy it now. They threw most of us in their cages. Now the lands of the living will have no warning of their impending doom. Hades built the necromantian as a small ray of hope for shades from the city of lost souls. With an eternity of dull forgetfulness ahead of them, every shade comes to us eventually. Humans go to the necromantian to commune with their ancestors. We run the necromantian here to allow shades to speak to their loved ones. The demons target it first in their war of conquest. The power of the necromantian has only ever been used to communicate with the overworld. I fear what would happen if they try to use it for other purposes. When they fell upon us, I barely escaped. From the distance, I watched my fellow priests beaten and caged. I am their only hope of rescue, and you are my only hope. The Necromantian is a nexus of power within the underworld. The priests of the Order of Hades keep the Necromantian running. We offend no one. We remain neutral in any dispute. The demons do not fear us. They seek the power within the Necromantian. The Necromantian is a nexus...
And now a mortal, is that it? First these demons, strange news, now the living come traipsing through our land. Right.
Immortal. I can smell your blood. I remember life. Yes, it was long ago. I once stood upon a mountain.
My stores are just as good as up there. Goodbye. Have you been to the tower? I would stay away. Nothing good for you or me there. We all go, we all come back. Still, we feel the call of judgment calling. I tried to go. The pull is stronger the closer you get. I could barely stay away. Have you heard? Some shades are striking at these cursed demons. I will cheer for them, but I am not so foolhardy. You will not get in. There are only demons there. They laughed at me. They took turns hitting me with their clubs and kicking me until I ran like a rat. If you believe what they say, Persephone, our dark goddess, is imprisoned too by Hades. So they whisper, but they do not whisper why. We all go. We all come back. Still, we feel the call of judgment.
Aristonomus says he was once a miner, but he never swung a pick in his life. He was a jewel thief in life, and he wants to continue to be one in death. Aristonomus is a lying thief. You can be assured that he is lying every time words come from his mouth. I wish he were alive again, so he could die more painfully than he did the first time. Once I was a pampered noble, then poverty made me find new ways to get by. I lived by my wits, seeking treasure in ancient tombs. Aristonomus stole my family's fortune, and I vowed that I would not rest until I had restored it tenfold. I will have Hades' treasure, and I will deny it to Aristonomus. Aristonomus stole my family's fortune, and I vowed that I would not rest until I had restored it tenfold. I will have Hades' treasure, and I will deny it to Aristonomus. Once I was a pampered noble, then poverty made me find new ways to get by. I lived by my wits, seeking treasure in ancient tombs. Aristonomus is a lying thief.
Back! Stay back! You are not a daemon. What are you? Just leave me be. The daemons will find me. Some fools are trying to do something about the daemons. They will be the first in cages. Just you watch. I know the truth. They're throwing us in Tartarus. Not me. They won't find me. I don't give a fig for the tower. I'll stay away from that too if I can help it. I got through my life by hiding and skulking. I don't see why I cannot get by that way now. Haven't you heard? Shades disappeared. They put them in cages. Where are they taking them now? Can you tell me that? No. Only they know. Some fools are trying to do something about the daemons. They will be the first in cages. Just you watch. I got through my life by hiding and skulking. I don't see why I cannot get by that way now. I know the truth. They're throwing us in Tartarus. Not me. They won't find me. Haven't you heard? Shades disappeared.
Not enough energy.
Need more energy.
Made up your mind? Goodbye.
You? You are of the living? A mountain.
That's one caravan that won't be seeing the end of the road. Take your reward, and don't let it be said that the Resistance does not pay its debts. I have other tasks if you're interested. It has been rough on us, but we have friends. I like you, and there's someone I think you should meet, but you have to have the proper introductions. We cannot let just anyone see Chthonimus. Oh wait, forget that name. Go find a shade named Pylades. If he likes you, maybe you can meet our little Trojan horse. There is more to our little organization than meets the eye. Stealth and cruelty can sometimes be more effective than honor and duty. I like a hero who doesn't mind getting a little dirty. Talk to Pylades. When you speak to Pylades, do not let on that I told you the name of our benefactor. In fact, you never spoke to me at all. I gave you a task. Whether you do it or not is up to you. See Pylades, he has more information. I gave you a task. Whether you do it or not,
Callicrates is a bleeding heart. He cares about the future of his people. I care about the future of me. I will take your help, but you have to ask yourself, what are you willing to do? If you want to continue, go see 𝐶𝐽𝒻𝒻𝒧s. He always has a job for someone willing to do it. You will find him in the lower Daemon camp. You will know him by his skin condition. As far as I'm concerned, what's good for the Resistance is good for me. 𝐶𝐽𝒻𝒻𝒧s shares my sentiments, I think. I have a feeling 𝐶𝐽𝒻𝒻𝒧s lies. If a bad man does an occasional good thing, does that make him a good man? I know if a good man does a single evil thing, he becomes evil, but the reverse does not seem to be true. I try to be the fly in the food, the spoiler. And if I have a little fun while I do it, who does it hurt? Sometimes you have to be as ruthless as your enemy if you ever hope to triumph. 𝐶𝐽𝒻𝒻𝒧s understands this. The demons expect a little chaos now and then. It warms their evil hearts. 𝐶𝐽𝒻𝒻𝒧s uses this when he picks his battles. I welcome this war, and if they would let me, I would fight for the demons. I've seen shades go over, but the demons just lock them in cages and cart them away. So I fight for this side. I get to create a little mayhem, and the good shades think I have noble motives. I welcome this war, and if they would let me, I would fight for the demons. I've seen shades go over, but the demons just lock them in cages and cart them away. So I fight for this side. I get to create a little mayhem, and the good shades think I have noble motives. If a bad man does an occasional good thing,
there is more to our little organization than meets the eye. When you speak to Pylades, do not...
A mortal in the sunless lands?
A human hero, and not even dead yet. First the Shades came to me for help with their little resistance, and now a mortal wants to do me a favor. Fine. There's an envoy carrying an important message to Presea in the overworld. It is destined for the Daemon army camp. Most likely you will find it passing through the Veil of Mourning. Kill the envoy, and bring the message to me. I can use the information to further my aims, and the aims of the Resistance. These Shades don't have the fortitude to sustain a fight with daemons. They think they use me, but I am the master here. Without my help, this Resistance would have already been crushed. These Shades play at heroics, but they would run like vermin at the first hint of true opposition. I hide in the shadows now, but if all goes well, I will rule from on high. Hades himself will bow to me, and every Shade in the underworld will bend to my will. If you want to do more than kill Daemon fodder, you will intercept this envoy. It is bound for the upper camp, passing through the Veil of Mourning. Presea is waiting for this message, and will not move until she receives it. If you have penetrated this deeply into the Daemon's lines, then I must be right in throwing my lot in with the humans. How did you get past Charon? Never mind. What matters is the task I have set you. If you have penetrated this deeply,
Your star is on the rise, if Cthonimus spoke with you. Do what he says, keep the secret, and maybe we will all get through this. You are now truly one of us. Use the information the Daemon gives you, because he is surely using you. You are now truly one.
We are shadows of your world. Much is the same here. Goodbye. What do you want? Goodbye, mortal.
Magic is magic. Up there or down here? I once stood upon a mountain.
I don't do business with those demons. I'll tell you that much. Goodbye, living traveler.
So 𝐿𝐴𝐼𝐻 gave you a mission, and you think you're king of the shades now. Remember, 𝐿𝐴𝐼𝐻 is a daemon. He will double-cross you in a second if he sees that it will profit him. What are you doing standing around here talking to me? If 𝐿𝐴𝐻 gave you a job, go do it. What are you doing standing around?
Noble and wise in life, could they succumb to rage and conquest in death? The ferryman fell, I fell, evil beckons, and who has the will to resist? They withhold their judgment, is that not evil? They leave us in torment. Can you stop the torture? Can you find the judges? The judges were once kings among men. They know that when an opportunity for conquest arises, you must seize it. How could that be evil? Minos, Aeacus, and Rhadamanthus. These are the judges, the fallen, the usurpers. Their power must be great indeed. If they can command the armies of the underworld, you will probably have to slay them. The judges were once kings among men. They know that when an opportunity for conquest arises, you must seize it. How could that be evil? Their power must be great indeed. If they can command the armies of the underworld, you will probably have to slay them. Minos, Aeacus, and...
You have succeeded, where I have failed again. I came here to rescue these shades, but was captured myself. I failed at every heroic act I ever tried. I thought I would never see the great fields of Elysium, but this war has given me another chance. The Tower of Judgment is overrun by demons and fiends. I cannot get near, and I certainly have not done enough to be judged a hero. I pledge to you, upon all that is good in this afterlife, that I will repay this debt to you, no matter what the cost or the risk. I tried to make my way to the tower, but the daemons were too numerous, so I continue to fight here. I have found few who are willing to join me in fighting the daemons, and of those few, all have fallen. In truth, the fight here is much more important than whether one shade attains Elysium. If I fall, then so be it. Where there is strife, new heroes may be born, and I will be one of those heroes. I have saved many shades from horrible fates down here. I even battled my way to the Tower of Judgment, and I was ready to be judged, but I could not enter the judge's chambers. Now I have failed again, and I fear their judgment may condemn me to the plains for all eternity. I thought for sure this time I would meet some horrible fate, but fortune brings you to release me. I thank you. I will return to the fight, and this time, I will not be captured. I tried to make my way to the tower, but the daemons were too numerous, so I continue to fight here. I thought for sure this time I would meet some horrible fate, but fortune brings you to release me.
This cannot be opened.
You've nothing to do with those demons, have you? Goodbye, living traveler. Hermes, take you
I
far
had great
from
power
here.
then. I did not always use it for good. A mountain. These staffs, rings, yes. Life. Yes, it was long ago.
I sent one of my strongest messengers with that message, yet you defeated him. Good work. Now the Resistance can use this information to raid another supply line, and the raid cannot be traced back to me. After all, the message was intercepted by a mortal. It would seem that working for both sides is paying off. Should the Shades and Mortals actually win, I will be hailed as the one daemon who helped the winning cause. If not, no daemon will ever know that I helped. It would seem that working for both sides is paying off.
We have them running in circles now. With a daemon on our side and mortal heroes pitching in, we are sure to have an effect on the war. You do fine work. Why, if I were the following type, I would follow you into danger. It's a good thing I'm not a follower. You do fine work.
You survived 𝐴𝐻𝐻 and his little mission. Good for you. Now get lost. I don't want you stealing my thunder. One mission? Fine. But if 𝐴𝐻𝐻 comes to depend on you, he might think good old Pylades isn't so necessary. So shove off. Go find another fight. He is my pet daemon. You understand? He thinks he controls me, but I shape his will to my own. I won't have you meddling. Look, you don't. He is my pet daemon. You understand? Look, you don't want to be seen with the likes of me and 𝐴𝐻𝐻. You are a mighty hero. We will just drag you down.
Psyche's mirror. Thank you. Let me look. He is imprisoned. Arato cast him into a dark pit, and he is guarded by Cyclops and other foul creatures. Please, save Orpheus. With the power in this mirror, I will open a portal directly to him. But danger lurks there. Please, bring him back to me. The power of love opens the way, and love will keep it open. Orpheus and love will reward you. The way is open. Be careful, be swift, be sure. Bring me my love. The way is open. Be careful.
Help me!
When I failed to bring my love back to the world of light, I wandered the earth singing dirges. All who heard my songs wept. I sought solitude and made camp at the base of Mount Helicon to sing my sadness to the sky. Yet still, the muses could hear my songs, and when they could bear it no longer, they sent Erato to offer me solace. I would have no other woman but Eurydice, not even the goddess of love poetry. And I told her so. She did not react kindly. She cast me into a cave deep under the earth, so that no one, not even the muses, would hear my songs. She sent the Cyclops to guard me, and I know not how long she thought to leave me there. It has been many years since I have set eyes on the sun, and now that I am here, the living sun I shall never see. Yet with Eurydice at my side, I need no other light but the light of love. She cast me into a cave deep under the earth.
Orpheus! Stay with me, darling. Together we shall show those around us that the power of love is greater than any force of arms. Kind and gentle hero, thank you for bringing him back to me. Our love will serve as a beacon, and all creatures will see a better way. Our love will serve as...
My stores are just as good as up there. Goodbye. If you've come to fight the daemons, you're welcome here. Goodbye, mortal.
Zeus's bolts called forth. A mountain.
It would seem that working for both sides